الله أكبر الله أكبر
الحمد لله الذي نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ومن يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وقال الله تعالى اليوم يئس الذين كفروا من دينكم فلا تخشوني واخشون اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and this verse is from this part of the verse is from the last verse of the Quran when Allah completed His religion. The religion which was started from Prophet Adam alayhi salam, and that was completed with this verse of the Quran which Allah sent to His last prophet and last messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In between them there were 124,000 prophets and messengers of Allah. They start with Prophet Adam and the last Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And by this verse of the Quran, the part of the verse which is verse number 3, Surah Al-Ma'idah, which is surah number 5, the last verse of the Quran, and Allah is declaring, Al-yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum al-Islam deena. And before that Allah said that that this day, that is, these believers, they give up all the hopes with your religion. They cannot distort your religion anymore. They cannot destroy your religion anymore. Then Allah is saying to the believers, don't fear them, but fear me. Then Allah said this last, the completion of his religion, and he called it a ni'mah, the blessing, biyaya. He said, Al-yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum al-islam deena. That this day today, and that is the day of, what was this day? The day of Hajjul Akbar. That was the day of the Hajj. When Nabi Muhammad was performing his Hajj, before the end of his time, because after that, he went back to Medina and he already died after that. So during the Hajj, that verse was declared, Al-yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum al-islam deena. That this day, that I completed the religion, your religion, the religion of Allah which is given to us, the deen. Wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati, and I fulfill my blessing upon you, the greatest blessing of all. If the person has Islam, he has all the blessings. And if person has no Islam, he has all the curse for everything. If you have Islam, then you have a peace in your heart. The millions of people are making suicide because of their heart. They don't like to live anymore because they have no Islam. Because if you have Islam, then you have Allah. And if you have Allah, you will never make yourself kill. You will not make suicide. You will not give up with your life because you are happy, because you have Allah. Islam is the blessing of Allah. And Allah said, وَأَتْمَمْتُ عَلَيْكُمْ نِعْمَتِي وَرَدِيتُ لَكُمُ الْإِسْلَامَ دِينًا. And I have chosen for you, the Islam is your religion. Deen means it's not just a religion, but it's a complete way of life. The meaning of religion is, the deen is not just religion, because usually the meaning of religion is the rituals. You go to some worship place and you pray and you give some charity and then finish. It's not just the rituals, but it's a complete way of life. We have to implement the Islam not just in our masjid, but in our houses, in our offices, in our work, in our community, in our cities, in our atmosphere, in the school. Wherever you go, you have to implement the Islam, because Islam is not just a religion, but it is a complete way of life. If you are a Muslim, you are not just a Muslim in the masjid, you should be Muslim when you do the business. When you do the business, you should be Muslim there. If you are Muslim in the masjid, following the commands of Allah, but when you go to the work, it's a negotiation, and you're cheating people, making logo, you are not Muslim. Because Nabi Muhammad said, Man khana falisa minna, whoever cheat, he is not among us. Whoever cheating people with the business, he's not among us. So if you go to the market and you are Muslim, you're praying 5 times a day here in the Kaaba mosque, but when you go to the market, you are cheating people, you are not Muslim there, you are only Muslim in the masjid. So when you go back, you become Muslim. You follow the commands of Allah. When you go outside, you forget Allah. We don't need to be Muslim only in the masjid. We need to be Muslim 24 hours a day. We need to be Muslim all the time. Because Allah said it is a ni'mah of Allah. For example, the Islam teaches us what to eat and what not to eat. It is also part of the Islam. You cannot just pray here, Jummah, and then you go outside and you eat jalebi. Jalebi is not halal. Who tell you that is halal? This is not halal. Because it's not slaughtered, and it's not slaughtered in the name of Allah. Because you have a 2 obligation for slaughtering. You can eat the chicken, beef, goat, sheep, but there are 2 conditions. Allah said, إِنَّمَا حَرَّمَ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةَ وَالدَّمَ وَلَحْمَ الْخِنْزِيرِ وَمَا أُهِلُّ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ بِهِ. Allah said the 4 things are haram. The maita, the dead animal, haram. If animal not slaughtered, dead, not allowed to eat. Bawal kain, kundi katay. إِنَّمَا حَرَّمَ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةَ وَالدَّمَ. And the haram is the blood. You do go haram. Bawal kain ng dugo. Walam al-khinzir, and haram to eat the flesh of the pork. And what is the fourth? وَمَا أُهِلُّ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ بِهِ, and you cannot eat the meat or the food which is not in the name of Allah. So example, if you go and eat jalebi, was this animal, this beef or chicken was slaughtered in the name of Allah? Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, wala. Because they are not following the commands of Allah to slaughter in the name of Allah. So if the slaughter maybe they just kill with the current, maybe just with the stunning, or maybe if ever they follow the religion, so maybe they will kill the goat or the sheep or the cow or animal, maybe they kill in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Spirit. That is shirk. How you can eat that? You pray here and then you go out and eat haram. Prophet Muhammad said, if you get the one morsel of haram, one morsel, one isang kuha. If you eat that haram, he said 40 days your salah not accepted. 40 days, hindi tanggap na Allah ng yung salah. Yung dasal mo 5 beses araw-araw, kung kain ka na haram, hindi tanggap ng Allah. Yung dasal mo sa 40 days, isang beses lang kain mo haram. So you don't need to be only Muslim in the masjid and you go out and you eat anything. Ano gusto mo kain? Ano gusto mo inom? Hindi pwede. You need to think what is halal, what is haram. Ano yung utos ng Allah? Then you are Muslim. Because Islam is a way of life. And it's a nema. And why you don't need to eat the pork? Why you don't need to eat the blood? Why you need to eat the animal which is slaughtered to remove all the blood? Because it is clean and it is healthy. Because it's nema. Look at in the Philippines now, the millions of people have heart disease. Why? Because eating pork, eating the blood, and eating the animal with blood. Be the clean animal, slaughtered, remove the blood, and you say Bismillah, blessing. So you will not get sick with this animal. You will not get sick with this food because you say Bismillah. Prophet Muhammad said, if you eat and you don't say Bismillah, shaitan eat with you. Kung kain ka na, tapos kalimutan ka na Bismillah, hindi ka sinabi Bismillah, sabi ni Prophet Muhammad kumakain, kasama sa iyo si shaitan. So when you eat with shaitan. So what you will get now? You get the curse. You get the sickness. You get the problem in your life because you are eating with shaitan. You are sharing your food with shaitan. Prophet Muhammad said, if you enter the house, kung pasok ka sa bahay mo, sabihin mo Bismillah. And sabihin mo, Assalamu alaikum. Kung hindi sinabi mo Bismillah, pasok ka sa bahay ninyo, pasok si shaitan sa loob. The shaitan will make trouble for you now because he enters. And when you eat, when you enter, walang Bismillah, no Bismillah, sabi ni shaitan, I can go to this house now because hindi sinabi na Bismillah. And when you eat, and you eat like animal, no Bismillah. Then shaitan said, oh, subhanallah. What the shaitan said? Now I can go in this house and I can eat in the house. Pwede ako pasok sa bahay niya at pwede ako kain dito. Dahil hindi sinabi Bismillah, pasok sa bahay. Hindi sinabi Bismillah, kung kumakain siya. You have to think what is Islam all your life. Because Islam is not just for praying, fasting and charity, zakat, sadaqah and go to the Hajj and then finish. No. It is only rituals. These are the rituals. These are the pillars of Islam. Usually when people are doing lectures, they say 5 pillars of Islam. Shahada, Salah, Zakat, fasting, Ramadan and Hajj. But these are the pillars of Islam only. Like this one here, the masjid. We have a pillars here. But it is not only masjid. You have a walls. You have a roof. You have electric. You have a water. You have also the paint, the design. You have a roof. What you do with the pillars only? Anong gagawin mo kung poste lang? Kung sala lang at zakat, hajj and fasting and shahada, ano gagawin mo? Wala na building. You have no building of Islam. You don't have the walls. You don't have the roof, ceiling. You don't have the paint. What is the most beautiful thing in the Islam, the building of Islam? What is the most beautiful thing? Is the paint. Plastering, paint. If you make the very nice building, good cement, everything, but you don't make the paint, no beauty. Nobody attracts with that building. Nobody wants to come in this building. Because there is no paint, walang pintura, walang design. What is the paint in the building of Islam? What is the paint? Ano yung pintura? Akhlak natin. Our character is the paint of Islam. Yang pintura ng Islam. Our akhlak, our character. Indonesia is the example. Philippines is the example. Indonesia, the Islam came with a good character of the traders. Yung mga negosyante, the people, they came from other countries, 700 years ago maybe, around. And they came there and they were a good businessman. Not cheating, not lying, hindi loko-loko, hindi sinungaling. So people in Indonesia, they follow them. They say, they are good people, we want to follow your religion. We want to follow Islam. So all Indonesia become Muslim. How the Islam came to the Philippines? Also around 700 years ago, when there was no Christian at all. Kahit walang Christian, kahit isa, wala. The first ever Christian come to this land is Ferdinand Magellan, 400 years ago. The first ever Christian came to this land was Ferdinand Magellan, 400 years ago. But Islam came here in historically around 700 years ago. And who brought the Islam in this land? When it was called it was called Maharlika. The Islam was, this country was called Maharlika. So who brought the Islam here? Again, the good businessman, the honest businessman. Hindi loko-loko, hindi sinungaling. The good businessman who brought the Islam here. Why? Because people see these are good people. We want to follow them. If we as a Muslim, if we can have a good character, we go to the people here in the Metro Manila, all around the Philippines, and if you are a good businessman, no cheating, no lying, and honor your promise, and good character, and good talking, people will follow the Islam. They love Islam. This Islam is good. So what is the most important in the building of Islam is your character, your akhlaq. And without akhlaq, nothing can be accepted by Allah. Without akhlaq, Allah is not going to accept anything from you. For example, La ilaha illallah. What is the La ilaha illallah? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadur Rasulullah. That is the most important thing for us. The kalima. Shahadatain. That La ilaha illallah, there is no God worthy to be worshipped except Allah. And anna Muhammadur Rasulullah, and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. It is our creed. That is our foundation. And without it, Allah is not going to accept anything. That is the most basic, the most important. That there's a belief, it's pananampalataya. But Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, then I'm proving that the character, if no character, even the iman has no value. Without character, iman has no value. Your faith has no value without character, without akhlaq. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, the hadith, he said, you cannot enter to paradise until you believe. And you cannot become a believer until you love each other. Can you imagine this? The iman is conditioned to go to paradise, and your iman is condition is you should have a good character, loving each other. Are here all of us, are we love each other? Then we are a believers. But here there are people who hate each other. I don't like him because of this, and I don't like him because of this. Ayoko ito, ayoko ito. Remove it. Tanggalin mo. Clean your heart. Prophet Muhammad said, not any morning, not in evening, but clean your heart. Map your heart. Walis. Sabi niya, walis. Walisin mo yung puso ninyo. Clean your heart. I don't hate anyone. All the people here, I love them all. Then you are a believer, because Prophet Muhammad said, you cannot go to paradise if you don't believe, and you cannot become a believer if you don't love each other. Sabi niya, hindi kayo pasok sa pareso kung hindi kayo na pananampalataya, at hindi kayo na pananampalataya kung hindi kayo na mahal. If you don't love each other, you are not believer. And if you are not believer, you cannot go to paradise. So our faith is related to our character. Number 2 example. When I was a child in high school, I read the hadith there in my book on Islamiyat. It said there, the Muslim is the one, from his hand and from his tongue, everybody is safe. He's not hurting anybody with his hand, and he's not hurting anybody with his tongue. Then he's Muslim. That is the definition of Muslim. Yung sabi ni Prophet Muhammad, yung Muslim na yon, anong ibig sabihin na Muslim? Yung sa kamay niya at sa dila niya, walang may, parang no hurting. He's not hurting anybody with his hand and with his tongues. Then he's a Muslim. So your Islam is related to your character again. What is the next? What is the next pillar of Islam? Salah. 5 times prayer. What Allah said in the Quran, Inna salata wa tanha anil fahsya'i wal munkar. Wala zikrillahi akbar. Allah said, surely the salah, the praying, the 5 times can stop people from the evil and from shamelessness. So it means to say if your salah is okay, it should stop you to do evil and it should stop you to do shamelessness. Sabi ni Allah, katotohanan, yung sala na yung nasalahin to sa tao na hindi siya ginagawa ng masama at hindi siya ginagawa ng yung mga walang haya. So if your salah is not making you a good person, and if your salah is not remove you shamelessness from you to make you a person with may mahaya, then your salah is not accepted. Your salah is useless. Your salah is only exercise. You make exercise 5 times a day. You make push-up. You stand up, you bow down, and you kneel down. But you're not changing. You make salah when you go outside, mumurahin sa tao. What is the use of your salah? Your salah is not changing you. So your salah will only be accepted when you have a good character again. What is the next? The giving of charity, zakat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, it is better to say the good word than to give charity when your charity is associated with bad word. If you give the charity and then after say, bakit araw-araw ka pupunta dito, hingi pera, wala kang nahiya, subhanallah, hindi tanggap na Allah yung charity mo. Allah is not going to accept because you are hurting him. You are insulting him, you are giving charity, and you say, makapal mukha mo, araw-araw ka, hingi pera, subhanallah. Allah will not accept your charity because you are hurting him. If you hurt a human being, according to the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad, if you insult a person, a human, it is like you are destroying Kaaba. Kung may isang tao papunta sa Makkah, Masjidul Haram, and then durugin niya yung Kaaba, pwede ba siya Muslim? Ganun din kung isang tao na may saktan niya sa puso ng isang tao, yan parang ginabayin niya ng Kaaba ng Allah. Na yung bahay ng Allah sa Makkah, parang na-destroy niya yung Kaaba. Because the heart of a person, it is like, the respect is like Kaaba. It's like the house of Allah. So if you're giving charity, Allah said, it's better don't give charity if you are giving masaktan. If you're giving hurting, Allah said, no need to give charity, just give the good word. The next is Salah, the fasting, puasa, Ramadan. Prophet Muhammad said, if the more or less meaning of the hadith, if your fasting doesn't change your life, doesn't make you a good person, speaking good and no backbiting people and not hurting people, and if it doesn't make you a good person, you're still talking bad words and speaking mumurahin sa tao and make backbiting and hurting people with your words and with physically, then Prophet Muhammad said, Allah is not in need of your hunger and Allah is not in need of your thirst. Hindi kailangan ng Allah ng yung gutom mo at yung uhaw mo kung may saktan sa tao. If you're hurting people, Allah is not going to accept your fasting. And the Prophet Muhammad said, if somebody, you are fasting, Ramadan, and somebody want to fight with you, so he said, don't fight with him. And he is insisting you to fight, sabi mo, I am not going to fight with you because I am fasting. Hindi ako away sa'yo dahil fasting ako. Because I am going to fight with you, then my fasting is no more. What is the next? Al-Hajj. Allah said, Al-Hajj ashhurun ma'lumat. Faman farada fihinna al-hajja fala rafasa wala fusuka wala jidala fil hajj. Allah said, if you're fasting, no fighting, no disobedience in Hajj. If you fight and disobedience, Allah is not going to accept your Hajj. So everything of your life is related to your akhlaq, your character. The Quran is the book of character. The Quran is the book of life. The Quran is the one we need to follow to have a good life, the best life. And the Quran is a practical. Sorry, it's a theory, it's a book. And if you want to see the Quran in practical, then you need to life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the practical of the Quran. Like his wife Aisha radiallahu anha said, that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you want to see the Quran walking, then you look to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is the walking Quran. His life is the walking Quran. So if you're going to see the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has three phases. Tatlong phase niya. His life was 63 years old. 63? 63. When he born, kung pinaganak siya, his father is dead, Abdullah. Before he born, his father dead. And he was brought to the desert to breastfeed in a desert by a woman named Halima. So she was a foster mother, Halima Sadia. And that was the beauty of his character. She said that she has her own son, yung real son niya, si Halima, and then she is feeding to both of them together. Si Prophet Muhammad, pinanganak siya, and then yung anak niya, yung anak ni Halima. So she was feeding both of them. And she said that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he only drink from the one side. Even she want to drink him in the other side, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam don't like to drink. Even he is only newly born, but he is teaching the character. He is drinking from the one side of his foster mother. He don't like to drink on the other side, because other side for his foster brother. He is a small child, but he is teaching the character. Example in the fasting, when they're breaking fast, what happened? Everybody want to eat first. I will eat first. Unahin ko sarili ko. No. When you are fasting or any moment of the life, start with your brother. Give him first. You eat first. There was a battlefield, and then one of the Sahaba was already dying when fighting to the people of, with the adulterers. And then one of the Sahabi was dying, and he's asking for the water. He said, please give me water. So somebody was with the water skin, and he came and then give water, drink the water. And he heard his brother was crying for the water. He said, I am not going to drink, give it to my brother, because he need water. So the person went to that other person, he was also dying. And he said, drink water. And then he heard another brother crying for the water. He said, no, I'm not going to drink, give to this brother. So he go to the third brother to give water. When he reached to the third brother, he was martyred, shaheed, died already. He came to the second one is also died, martyred already. He came to the first one is already dead. They die in the way of Allah, but they want to start with their brother to drink water. It is the last point of their life, but they want to give sacrifice for Allah. So, the character is a very, very important thing. We need to learn character. So, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he grew up around 6 years of age, he visited to Medina with his mother, and when coming back to Makkah on the way, near to Medina Abwa, his mother died. So he has no father, no mother, doubly orphan. He was taken care by his grandfather Abdul Muttalib. No mother, no father, very poor, and he take care of the sheep. And he is very kind, helping people, getting water for the people, do all the good things. And he grew up little bit, and he saw the people are burying alive their daughter. He said, don't kill your daughters, give it to me, I'll take care of them. So at the age of, and then he started to make a trading. Barter. He go to Sham, he bring back the goods, then one of the lady called Khatija, a rich woman, she gave him her stocks to bring to Sham. And she found out he's honest and very, very kind and very, very good businessman. And he gave him lots of profit to that lady because they are partnership. She's investor. And she was a widow, and she appreciated, and she want to marry him. She's 40 years old, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam 25 years old. He get married to her, then he get the daughters, and he also get the sons, but his sons died in small age, and his 4 daughters, they grow big. And he was keep on showing the character. Until 40 years, he is not the Prophet of Allah. There is no commands of Allah except only one thing, he is showing the character. So at the age of the 40, when he was about to become a prophet, Angel Gabriel came to him in Ghar Hira, in the cave in Hira. He earned 40 years certificates from Makkah people. 2 certificates. He got the 2 certificates from the Makkah people. Not certificate by writing, but verbally. All the people in Makkah, they know him, that this man is Sadiq and he's Al-Amin. He is Al-Sadiq, he is Al-Amin. He is the truthful and he is the trustworthy. Hindi siya sinungaling at hindi siya loko-loko. He is not cheating people and he is not lying to people. So 40 years of his life, he built up the character. People know he's a good man, he's a kind man, helping everyone, helping the poor, helping the yatim, the orphans, helping, everyone is helping. Everyone is kind. So we follow the Islam, and Islam is Quran, and the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is the Quran's following. And he focused on 40 years for his building his character. If you go out here and with the Christians, and the Christian can say, he is Muslim and I trust him because Muslim is not telling a lie. And he's Muslim, he's not cheating people, then you are a Muslim. If a non-Muslim can trust you, then you are a Muslim. And if a non-Muslim can say, oh, he's Muslim, he's logo, you are not representing Islam. You are destroying Islam. You are destroying the name of Islam. If you are Muslim, you show that Muslim is the truthful and Muslim is the honest. Then your salah will be strong, your fasting will be strong, your charity will be strong, your hajj will be strong, and your iman will be strong. Prophet ﷺ told us the 3 signs of the munafiq. 3 signs of the munafiq. The munafiq. Anong ibig sabihin ng munafiq? What is meaning of munafiq? If you are a mu'min, believer. If you are kafir, disbeliever. If you are mushrik, you are polytheist, worshipping idols. So 3 kind of disbeliever. Kafir, mushrik, and munafiq. And what Allah said in the Quran, yung si munafiq. Hindi yung kafir, hindi yung mushrik. Pinagang nang bababa sa impyerno, sabi ni Quran at si Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, pinakamababa sa impyerno ang munafiq. Hipokrito. Sino ba hypocrite? The one who is say I believe, but yung sa puso niya walang pananampalataya. Sabi na siya ang isang pananampalataya. Siya maniniwala sa Allah. Siya maniniwala sa lahat ng prophet. Siya maniniwala sa araw ng paghukom. Sa puso niya walang pananampalataya. Hindi siya Muslim, hindi siya iman. Wala siya iman sa puso niya. That is munafiq. So sabi ni Prophet ﷺ, 3 sign ng munafiq. Hipokrito, 3 signs. He did not say he's not praying, he's not fasting, he's not giving charity, he's not going to Hajj. No. Sabi ni Prophet ﷺ, yung 3 sign ng munafiq, the 3 signs of the munafiq, whenever he speak the lie. Whenever he promise, he breaks his promise. And whenever you trust him, he betrays you. 3 signs of the munafiq. I'll try to say in Tagalog. It's not my language, but I'll try inshallah. Sabi ni Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, yung 3 signs ng hipokrito, yung munafiq. Kailan siya na magsalita, laging siyang sinungaling. Kailan siya na pangako, hindi siya tupad. At kailan siya nang tiwala sa kanya, lagi siya ng loko-loko. Whenever you trust him, he betrays you. Hindi siya honest. He's a cheating person. Loko-loko siya. Betraying you. So 3 signs of the munafiq, remember this. I want to put myself, and you put yourself. I want to stop telling a lie. Start from now, I will never tell a lie. I will always speak the truth. Sabi ni Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, As-sidqu yunji wal kadhiba yuhlik. The truth can give you the life, and the lie can destroy you. As-sidqa yunji wal kadhiba yuhlik. The truthfulness can give you salvation, and the lying can give you destruction. Kung laging totoo, yan may salvation. Ligtas. Kung laging yung sinungaling, yan may destruction. So number 1, I don't want to be munafiq. Ayoko hipokrito. So I don't like to tell a lie. Hindi ko nang sinungaling kahit kailan. Even I think that it can be problem for me, but I want to speak the truth. Number 2, if I make the promise, if you make the promise, we want to fulfill. I say, inshallah, I'll do it. Then you share my intention to do. Sometimes people, they don't want to do and they say, inshallah, I'll do. But sa puso, walang intention. That is hypocrisy. If you say, I want to do it, you have intention, you must do. If you forget, ask sorry. If you have no power to fulfill your promise, make sorry. Sorry, I cannot do because it is impossible for me, but I tried my best. Because when I was a child in the school, I read another hadith, beautiful hadith, I remember until now. Sabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, La dina lahu liman la ahada lahu. La dina lahu liman la ahada lahu. The person has no religion if he has no word of honor. Kung wala ka ng salita, you have no word of honor, you don't like to fulfill your promise, you have no religion. Sabi ni Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, La dina lahu liman la ahada lahu. Yung tao na yon walang religion kung wala siya ng tupad na yung pangako niya. Wala intention. You cannot do it, is different thing. Kung hindi mo kaya, sabihin mo, sorry, ay hindi ko na kaya na ito ng tupad na yung pangako ko. Make sorry only. If you cannot pay someone on time, make sorry, I cannot pay you, maybe I'll pay you tomorrow, another month, 2 months, 3 months, make sorry to that person. And then finish, because you tried to fulfill your promise. But if you promise a lie promise, you are not going to fulfill, but you just tell a lie, then you are like, have a signs of a munafiq. Number 3. Whenever you trust him, he betrays you. You trust him, but he is not honest to you. You give him the stocks, he run away. You give him the money, he run away. You think that he is giving you the good example. A person, you go and you buy the cell phone, but the battery is sira. But he is not telling you. Ano ito ginawa niya? Loko-loko. Cheating. And the Prophet Muhammad said, Man khana falaysa minna. Whoever cheats is not among us. So the part of the character is the 3 things. You speak the truth, honor the promise, and don't cheat people but be honest. And the opposite, lying, breaking your promise, and cheating people. So the good one is truthful, honor the promise, and honest. Then you are a good Muslim, and you are not hypocrite. One very important thing for us here, in ourselves, in the Muslim Ummah also, and also with the non-Muslims. Allah said in the Quran, Ya ayyuhan nasu inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa unsa wa ja'alnakum shu'uban wa qabaila lita'arafu. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. And there's a part of the character. In the last khutbah, Hajjatul Wida, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, no white is superior to the black and no black is superior to the white. No Arab is superior to non-Arab and no non-Arab is superior to an Arab. So if somebody come from Pakistan, like me, I am from Pakistan, but I live in the Philippines. If somebody come from Arabia, and he tells, I am Arab Muslim, so I am superior. You are Filipino Muslim, you are Mababa. He's not Muslim. Hindi siya Muslim. If I said I am from Pakistan Muslim, and you are local Muslim, you are Mababa, ako matas, I am not Muslim anymore. Why? Because Prophet Muhammad said, Man asaba falaysa minna. Whoever discriminate, he is not among us. Even internally in the Philippines, in Mindanao, if you think the Maranao is the better Muslim and Tausug is the lower Muslim and Maguindanao is the lowest one, subhanallah, you are out of Islam. You cannot do this. All Muslims equal. Even all humans are equal because all the humans are sons and daughters of one father, Adam, Prophet Adam. But if you can only superior with Allah, kung sino may mas takut sa Allah. This is what Allah said. That all mankind, we made you from one male and one female, Adam and Hawa, and make you in the nations and tribes and languages and whatever, and it is only for identification. What is identification? Example, Abdullah Pakistani, Abdullah Arabo, Abdullah Maranao, Abdullah Tausug, Abdullah Chinese, Abdullah Japanese, Abdullah American, just for identification. So you can differentiate what is this Abdullah. So you can put something there to identify Abdullah Maranao maybe, Abdullah Ilocano maybe, or Abdullah Bicolano maybe, or Abdullah Yamani, or Abdullah Chinese. So these, Allah said, these are the tribes and different kinds. It's just for identification, not for superiority like what the Nazi, the German, they thought the Nazis is superior. It is not Islam. If Arab think I am better than non-Arabs, that is not Islam. You are out of Islam. If you think you are white, you are better than black, you are not Islam. No discrimination in Islam. Because Allah said, Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. There is only superior the person who is more fearful to Allah. Sino yung mas takut sa Allah? Siya mas mataas kay Allah. Sa harap ng Allah. Siya mas mataas sa harap ng Allah na yung sino yung mas takut sa Allah. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. And you cannot judge yourself. You cannot say, I am better because I am too much fear to Allah. You cannot. You are not a judge. Only Allah is a judge, and He will tell you on the day of judgment what is your rank. Because if you say, for example, that is one of the part of the character which I should mention here. The shaitan, Iblis, his name was Iblis. But before his name was Azazil. And he was jinn, but he was promoted to become teacher for the Lahadna Malaika. He was teacher for the angels. And there is no place in between there is no place on the earth where he did not make sajda, prostration. He was a believer. And he was very good knowledgeable person, the Iblis, the Azazil. Azazil, takabbur is khwar karta Azazil rao. In Persian they said, the Azazil was destroyed because of his arrogance. What was his arrogance? When Allah wanted him to accept Adam as a superior, he said, no, he is not my superior because you made him from the soil, salupa, and you made me from the fire, apoy. So I am superior and he is not superior to me. So what make kafir to Iblis? Takabbur, mayabang. So if you say, oh, me, I am more religious and you are not religious. Me, I am very rich, you are not rich. Me, I have so many cars, you have no car, you are walking in the street. So I am greater and you are inferior. That is, you are out of Islam. You are trying to be Allah. Because Allah said, Ana Akbar. Allah said, Allahu Akbar. Allah is Akbar. And now you said, I am Akbar. I am bigger. I am bigger than all of you. I am greater than all of you. You trying to call yourself Akbar. What the Iblis say the word, do you know that in the Quran? When he reject the command of Allah to accept Adam as a superior to him, because Allah was making Adam a Khalifa on the earth, and before that the Shaitan was Khalifa on the earth. So what the Shaitan said? Ana khayrun minhu. Just this word only. Do we want to say to everybody here, I am better than you, I am better than all of you? Then we are like Shaitan. That is a word to make Shaitan a disbeliever. Ana khayrun minhu. I am better than him. He is not better than me. Why should I accept him as my superior? That destroys Shaitan. If you want to follow Shaitan, then say that I am better than all of you, I am better than him and him and him. But if you want to follow the commands of Allah in the way of the Prophet, never said I am better than anyone. I am not better than anyone. You can say everyone better than me, I am not better than anyone. So character is the most important in our life. So Prophet Muhammad in 40 years, he is not making any commands from Allah or whatever, he's just focusing on his character. So 40 years, everybody knows he's the best man. He's Sadiq, the truthful, and he's Al-Amin, the trustworthy. And then he became a prophet of Allah, and he started to call people to Allah, only La ilaha illallah. For 13 years, he's focusing on La ilaha illallah. Worship Allah. No one can give you profit and loss except Allah. No one can give you life and death except Allah. Don't fear anyone except Allah, and don't hope anyone except Allah. Love Allah and love for Allah, live for Allah and die for Allah. His focus of La ilaha illallah for 13 years. And that is phase 2. So first character, the next you have to strong your belief. And then he migrated to Medina, then rest of the Islam was implemented. In Makkah was praying, of course, 5 times a day and doing some charity works. But the rest of the Islam, the most of the Islam was implemented in last 10 years. So character, belief, La ilaha illallah, and then the last 10 years of his life in Medina, all the Islam was. Even the alcohol, the khamar was prohibited in Medina, not yet prohibited in Makkah, because Makkah was character building and building of Iman. So alcohol was prohibited, the gambling was prohibited in Medina. When he migrated to Medina, it was prohibited. But again, if you go to the life of the last phase of the Prophet Muhammad's life, the 10 years in Medina, when he arrived in Medina, he did not tell the Sahaba who are Muslim already. He did not tell, and go and make dawah and call everybody to Allah illallah and say, come to pray 5 times a day. No, he is not doing all this. He only gave the 2 commands to his companions. He only gave the 2 commands. Make the salam and invite people to eat. To people of Medina. Just say, Salaam alaikum, peace be with you, kapaya pa say in your lahat. And invite them to Islam. Invite them for eat, kain, tangali, dinner. Come eat with me. I want to invite you to my house. I want to invite you to eat with me. So the 2 things was only given to the Sahaba when he arrived to Medina. Make relation with salam and make relation with pakain. Eat people. Come eat with me. What is our approach to the non-Muslim, the Christians of this country? What we should do? When you go to the Christian people in anywhere, in office, in school, or in market, first thing you do, Salaam alaikum. Peace be upon you. Because that is okay. It's in the Quran. You can say salam. There are verses I can show in the Quran. And the Prophet ﷺ was, when he go to the public, Muslim, non-Muslim, he makes salam to all. He did not teach us that, say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. He teaches salamu alaikum. If you go to the funeral, for example, may patay. If you go to the morning, somebody die in somebody's house, and you go there and you say, good morning. Ano gagawin nila sa'yo? Tapo nila sa'yo sa labas. Somebody die and you say, good in the morning? What is good in the morning? Your friend got accident in the street, and he's in trouble, and you go and say, brother, good morning. He will get mad at you. What is good in the morning? I got accident in the morning. So what is the best greeting? Salaam alaikum. Peace be upon you. All the time. If you can say hi, what is hi? Lasing. Kung sabihin mo hi, ano ibig sabihin ng sa dictionary yung hi? Sabihin ng hi, lasing ka. Masyado lasing. You are drunk. That's why you are high. Hello, what is hello? Hello in the cell phone. Hello, hello, hello. No meaning. We have the best of the greeting. When you go to the non-Muslims, to the Christian, say salamu alaikum. Kung sasabihin lang ano, sabihin ng salam, sabihin mo kapayapaan sa inyo lahat. O kapayapaan sa iyo. And you can greet me back, walaikum salam. Today you are making da'wah. And then your Christian colleagues or your whatever you know them in school or in college, tell them, I want to invite you for a breakfast. I want to invite you for coffee. I want to invite you for your lunch. I want to invite you for your dinner. First make the relation with your heart with them, then you make da'wah. Hindi pwede bigla, sabihin mo la ilaha illallah. It's not the teachings of Islam. You cannot just go and teach them directly. Rather you have make salam, invite them for some dinner or good. Even you can bring some food for them. Okay, I want to share some food with you. Biscuit only. Just a skyflex only. A bottle of water only. At least you make your relation with their heart. Connect their heart with your heart. And then you say anything after that. You know, I have a friend from Sultan Kudrat many years ago, 25 years ago. I meet him. He is Datu Pax. He's the governor in Sultan Kudrat. And he, recently the relatives came to me to get some medicines. I give them for charity the medicines for Sultan Kudrat in Bangindanao. And his relatives said that he is the governor for many, many years in the Sultan Kudrat where Muslims are only 10%. And 90% are non-Muslim. But they like him because of his good character, his justice, his helping. So non-Muslims like him and they want him as governor. They want him that he rule on them because of his good character. And he said very beautiful thing. 25 years ago I met him. 22, 23 years ago maybe. He told me, when the people angry to you, they hurt with you, even if you say 2 plus 2 is 4, they say no, 2 plus 2 is 5. Because they are angry with you. If you're angry with you, if the Christians are angry with you, and if you say Islam is right, they will not believe in you because they're angry with you. Make a good relation with them and tell them Islam, they'll follow. Because they are all Muslims before. There was no Christian in whole Philippines, and the Philippines was called Maharlika before the Spanish came here. And they were converted by the Spanish by the force. But before that, all the Philippines was Muslim, and the country was known as Maharlika. There was president before, he wanted to change Maharlika, and this president now, he wants to also change the name Maharlika, because Philippine name comes from King Spain, the king of Spain, Philip. Ano ibig sabihin ng Philippines? The land, it was before Las Islas Filipinas, which meaning yung mga island na ruled by King Philip. The Philippines mean the land which is ruled by King Philip. But King Philip is already dead. And you have a Kalayan here. We have a Kalayan, freedom here, independence. Why you call yourself slave of King Philip? Ano ibig sabihin ng Filipino? Filipe Alipino. Ano ibig sabihin? Alipin ka ng King Philip. Kung babae, Filipina. Alipina ka ng Philip. So we have to bring this message to the people. That you are Muslims, but you were forced to Christianity. Come back to Islam, but when they can listen to you, when you be kind with them, charitable with them, generous with them, give them medicine, make them medical missions, give them food, give them rice, open the heart. Inshallah, these old people will come to Islam. They will go back to Islam. We don't call them converted to Islam. We call them revert to Islam. Kaya sabi sa Tagalog, balik Islam. For two definitions, because they were Muslims and they have to go back to Islam by our love and our kindness. And even the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, every child born in Fitra, which is Islam. May Allah guide us. I'm already too much, inshallah. It's 12:45. Allah let us to follow and to make us a good character. Ameen. Alhamdulillah bil alameen. I'll start in a while. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ومن يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وقال الله تعالى اليوم أكملت لكم دينكم وأتممت عليكم نعمتي ورضيت لكم الإسلام دينا. So our focus here about Islam and especially the emphasis on the character. Because most of the time we are more focusing on evolution and then less focusing on speaking the truth. People are too much conscious about evolution, if my evolution is okay or not, but don't worry about lying. People are more focusing on the rituals but not focusing about the character. The character is very important in our life. So Islam has a building which has a post, among the pillars, the shahada, the salah, the fasting, the hajj and zakat. But we need to make a building. The walls, the windows, roof, the ceiling, the flooring, and the most important is the plastering and painting. And that is our ikhlaq. The plastering and the painting in the house, that is our character. That's our ikhlaq, which can attract people to our building. If you want to come to people to Islam, then you have to make a beautiful character. A nice character so people can come to you. Oh, this honest man, he's a truthful man. He's honoring his promise. He's not cheating people. He's not lying. And he honors his promise. So people will come to you. One of the signs of the munafiq, the Prophet Muhammad said, whenever he angry, he speaks the bad word. Kung galit siya, mamurain siya. That is also sign of a munafiq. And one of the signs of the munafiq, lagi siyang swear. Wallahi, wallahi, wallahi. Why? Because nobody trusts him. So he has to speak the lie. He has to speak the swear to Allah, to trust people, to people can trust him. So inshallah ta'ala, we can promise ourselves from now that we want to change our character. If we have a beautiful character, we have a nice character, inshallah everybody will follow to us. Everybody will love us and everybody want to come to Islam. We are the hindrance. For example, some people, they are in trouble in Syria or in some other countries, in Muslim countries, and they were refugee in France or in Europe or in America. What they should do, they should be thankful to those countries. Okay, thanks. We have a problem in our countries and you give us the refugees. If somebody will go and make terrorism in France, they make trouble in France, they make trouble in England. What you doing? You are destroying Islam. You are giving bad name to Islam. These people give you shelter. You should be kind with them. You should be good in their country. If the Philippines get some refugees from a Muslim country, those Muslims should be kind with the Philippines and they should help Philippines to grow up wealthy, to grow up healthy, to grow up in a good country. Because that's what Islam teaches. Like Prophet Muhammad when he said the people to Habsha in Ethiopia, when they have a problem in Makkah, what the Sahaba did? They were very nice in Ethiopia, in Habsha. They were kind there. So that is also important part, that we should not be violent. The Muslims should not be violent. Muslims should not, hindi pwede isang Muslim na terrorist. Hindi pwede na Muslim na violent, making violence in the name of Islam. Bawal sa Islam. Allah said in the Quran, if you kill an innocent human being, parang patay ka na lahat ng tao. And if you save the life of a human being, parang you save the life of the whole human being. So if you are a doctor and you save one life, you are saving the life of mankind. But if you are a doctor and somebody want to go in and he has no money and you say get out, you are not doctor, you are butcher. You are matador. A person is dying outside the hospital, but they have no 5,000 and the hospital says get lost, you have no need to enter in our hospital because you don't have 5,000 pesos. You think this is good doctors? Do you think this is doctors? I don't call them doctors, I call them butchers. They are matador. They just want to save the life. Kung may pera, kung walang pera, patay ka. If you are a lawyer, as Islam, if you believe, if you are a lawyer, and if a murderer come to you and you want to protect him because he gives you money, you are not a Muslim. If you know he's a murderer, you say get lost, even you give me billion, I don't like to save you because you're a murderer. You kill somebody, I don't like to save you. So if you're a lawyer, a Muslim lawyer, don't help the murderers. Don't help the criminals. Don't help the rapists. Let them to go away. So very important for us that a Muslim cannot be a murderer. Hindi pwede Muslim na yung patay tao. Hindi pwede Muslim na terorista. Hindi pwede Muslim yung violent. Hindi pwede Muslim na rapist. Hindi pwede Muslim na benta ng shabu. Dahil kung benta ng shabu, yung parang yung juice niya pera. Kaya gusto niya gagawin anong yung saan siya nagkuha pera, gagawin niya. Kung yung juice ni Allah, hindi siya ginagawa ng masama. Dahil yung mga drugs, kung bigay mo sa bata, sira yung buhay niya. Sira lahat ng generation. If you give it the students in the college, in the school, the children taking drugs, give to other children, your whole generation is dead. Next generation, no more. Wala na. You have a paralyzed generation. Now, very important thing here I want to share, all of you here. Because Islam is complete, so Islam has politics also. You need to you need to also speak in the Senate, you need to speak in government also. Because nowadays I watch the news and there is a debate for several months about death penalty. There is a very big issue in Senate and in the government about death penalty. And I don't hear the Muslims speak about that. What the church said no death penalty. Why no death penalty? Bakit walang death penalty? Sa Islam may death penalty. We should go to Senate, we should go to the government. He says yes, Islam is with the government. There should be death penalty for the murderers, for the terrorists, for the drug dealers, for the rapists, for the bad people. Because these bad people need to be died. They need to have a death penalty. Because they are cancer. For example, may cancer ka dito. Or may cancer ka sa katawan mo. Kung hindi ka tanggalin mo, lahat ng katawan mo mag-cancer na. So those murderers, yung mga terrorists, yung mga murderers, yung mga patay ng tao at yung mga rapists, yung mga drug dealers, sila parang cancer. Kung hindi mo tanggalin, all your country will be finished. So you need to kill them. According to the law of Islam in Surah Al-Ma'idah, Allah says those who are making the violence, terrorism or killing innocent people and doing the mischief, they should be killed or crucified or to cut their limbs from opposite side or to make them out of the country. Deport them or to kick them out from the society because they are animals. They don't deserve to live with the people. They don't need to deserve to live with the human beings because they are beasts. So those who are the hardcore mischief makers like murderers, terrorists, rapists, drug dealers, the law of Islam said they should have a death penalty. Because the one who killed life for life in Islam, even in Torah, those who do the innocent woman rape, and he killed the woman after he raping her, you want him to live? If somebody is speaking that let him to live in mercy, I said you want your daughter to be raped again? Gusto mo labasin ito para rape niyo anak mo? Rape niya kapatid mo? Gusto mo labas siya para rape yung nanay mo? Because he's a beast. If you bring him out, he raped and he killed a woman. You bring him out, he will rape your daughter next time. He will rape your sister next time. He will rape your mother next time. He will rape your wife next time. Bakit gusto mo labas siya? Why you want him to this rapist to go out? Because if you go out, he is a dangerous man. He is a beast because he like to rape a woman. And after raping, he want to kill that woman. Why you want to mercy and no mercy on that woman who was killed and victim? Why not mercy on her? Why not the mercy on the family who are crying for the revenge? They want to satisfy their heart because this man killed their daughter, raped their daughter, and is yet alive. So that is my sharing here that we as a Muslim, we should have a speak in the Senate, in government. Bring your voices. The Islam is with the government. There should come back the death penalty. We want the death penalty to come back. Because if there is a death penalty, the crime, the violence, yung mga terrorists, yung mga masamang tao, bawas yan lahat. Takot sila. Yung mga rapists, wala na, nobody will rape. If you make the law in the Philippines that the rapists will be killed, nobody will rape a woman anymore. Takot sila. Because they know that if they rape, they will be killed. So that is my, it's enough already. So that's my end, it's already near to 1 o'clock. So I hope that you can follow my message and bring this message to everybody. Inshallah, we have a website, YouTube channel, Peace Center Manila. We will going to upload this lecture and all the lectures you can go and share with others. Also, my name AbdulRazzaq Siddiq. You can search for Peace Center Manila on YouTube. and bring the message to all world. In Allah wa malaikatu salluna ala nabi ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. Ameen. Ya Allah, our Lord, give us good in this world and good in the hereafter. Ya Allah, save us from your anger and save us from hellfire. Ameen. Ya Allah, be happy with us and enter us in Jannatul Firdaus in our next life forever. Ameen. Ya Allah, guide us. Ameen. Ya Allah, forgive us. Ameen. Ya Allah, mercy on us. Ameen. Ya Allah, protect us. Ameen. Ya Allah, give our children long life. Ameen. Ya Allah, give our children and all the children of the world long life. Ameen. Ya Allah, we ask from you all the good which your prophets and all good people they ask from you. Ameen. Ya Allah, we seek your protection from all the evil from which your prophets and all good people they seek your protection. Ameen. إن مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحان ربك رب العزة ما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. أقيموا السلام.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Inshallah, make it very close, shoulder to shoulder, feet to feet. Because if we have a space, the shaitan will come between us. So we are brothers and sisters in Islam here. So we should be close to our shoulder to shoulder and feet to feet and heart to heart. No, so there should be no shaitan can come between us to quarrel us. So make no space between us, inshallah. Allahu Akbar. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي يخرج المرعى فاجعله غثاء نحوا سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله الحمد ربنا لك الحمد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هل أتاك حديث الغاشية وجوه يومئذ خاشعة عاملة ناصبة تصلى نارا حامية تسقى من عين آنية ليس لهم طعام إلا من ضريع لا يسمن ولا يغني من جوع وجوه يومئذ ناعمة لسعيها راضية في جنة عالية لا تسمع فيها لاغية فيها عين جارية فيها سرر مرفوعة وأكواب موضوعة ونمارق مصفوفة وزرابي مبثوثة أفلا ينظرون إلى الإبل كيف خلقت وإلى السماء كيف رفعت وإلى الجبال كيف نصبت وإلى الأرض كيف سطحت فذكر إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر إلا من تولى وكفر فيعذبه الله العذاب الأكبر إنا إلينا إيابهم ثم إنا علينا حسابهم. الله أكبر. سمع الله الحمد ربنا لك الحمد. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. رسوله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الله أكبر. استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله. اللهم أنت السلام منك السلام تبارك ذو الجلال والإكرام لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وعلى كل شيء قدير. اللهم لا معني لما أعطيت ولا معطي لما منعت ولا ينفع ذا الجد منك الجد. goosebumps.